Alright, welcome to Garage Mahal. My name is Brian Niskola, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Kreg drawer pull hardware tool. This is going to basically help you line up those drawer pulls, knobs, whatever you got. So I went ahead and I cheated a little bit and I made some quick measurements, but basically what you are looking at is the back of this thing has a ruler that's pretty good. Has inches on the side, millimeters up on the middle, and it takes out a lot of guesswork of where you can properly place all your door handles at. So like I said, I cheated a little bit, so this is kind of like where I wanted the placement of this one. Made a little hash slash is where the bolts are going to line up at. Give you a general idea. Now this one on the front of it, I don't know if you can see it, but it basically has 2.5, 3, 3.5, 4, 4.5, 5, and it has little notches that these little buttons slide into pretty easy. Just slide this out of the way, and then you can see on the back. This is going to show you how far away you want it, but I like it overall up until I got this drawer slide handle, and I'm going to show you. So it's got little notches where it slides in 3.5, 4, 4.5, but trying to get a quarter. Like this one is 3 3/4, so there's really no little notch there for it to kind of grip into. So I kind of had to visually measure where it's got to go. And the one thing you can do is you got your holes to the handle, just line them up on the holes there, and when you slide these into the back, it should give you kind of like perfect placement where your holes are going to be drilled. So boom. So you can see it's 3 3/4, 3 3/4. Gives me a perfect center to my handle. So kind of helps with trying to make a symmetrical view on the other side. Like I said, I've tried other tools out, and this one I liked, and the only negative thing I can even remotely say about it so far is that just doesn't line up on the quarter. So if you got a larger than regular handle, something that's probably in millimeters, which this probably is, I haven't measured, that's going to be the only issue. But anyway, so I already know how far I want it to go across, and you can see how that's going to slide down nice and symmetrical right there. So I got to perfectly line up where I want the center of my hole. How I know is it recommends, also it says a 3/16 drill bit. That's what they recommend, so you have a nice tight fit on the hole coming through. But I'll just slide that out real quick. So that's about dead center where I want the little crosshairs are for my handles. So I have like perfectly symmetrical, perfectly lined up right there. Anyway, so next step is basically drilling away. So we'll put this drill bit in, and then I will hold this about right where I want it. So I'll put some side pressure down. Hole's going to get me a nice line up. I'll put it over on this side. sure you probably noticed I'm looking down at the cabinet, and I did this because it's a larger cabinet piece. I'm actually going to hang up on the wall right there in between my sliding doors. So I wanted to, instead of going straight ahead at it, anyway, it's good at drilling your pilot holes so you can kind of pilot holes nice and drilled through. And I still got some sanding and staining to do, but I just wanted to drill a hole before I did a final sand and stain. But you get a really good idea how these are going to work. One handle, got the other small screws. So there you have it. Two perfectly lined up door handles. Quick little Kreg jig, and that made that nice and simple. But overall, like I said, I'm about 99% satisfied with it. The only thing I wish they would have had is little quarter notches, but again, that's just me using these probably odd size millimeter handles. But overall, this has helped me out quite a bit to make sure I have perfectly symmetrical handles lined up on two cabinet doors. Oh, there you go. Thanks for watching Garage Mahal. Brian Niskel out. And as always, thank you for liking and subscribing.